All right, y'all. I know I left y'all hanging. I know y'all want a little update from what happened at the doctor. As far as the cold symptoms, I'm starting to feel better from that. But I started having other symptoms like still was having chills, still was having body aches, started having like dizziness, feeling nauseous and things like that. So I expressed those concerns to her that day, the last day I recorded. And she was like, you know, you had to go through the whole thing, and you know, a lot of people going through this, and it's taking a long time to heal, whatever. So also my daughter was feeling bad, but her symptoms wasn't quite like mine. So when my daughter went back to the doctor this past what it is, oh shoot, I can't even think right now. Anyway, my daughter went back to the doctor Monday, and while she was there, my mom was there with my daughter, and they both was expressing to her like something is going on with me and it's not getting better, like something is going on. So she then told me, she called, my mom called me on the phone, and she was like, well, are you still taking the blood pressure medicine, because that could be a reason why. And I was like, no, I've been stopped taking that blood pressure medicine. But just that quick, you were going to, excuse my nail, you were going to put the symptoms and all that on the blood pressure medicine. Hence why I don't like taking medication, because it's gonna cause something else. But no, I haven't been on the blood pressure medicine, so that can't be the case of what's going on. Baby, I'm gonna like ask you some lotion. So she said, well, look, come in tomorrow and do some lab work, blood work. Again, I've been asking you to do blood work for I don't know how long. So all right, come in and do some blood work. And she said a urine sample, because she want to rule out infection or dehydration. Okay, I did that. So when the results come in, the doctor get the results, as well as I'm gonna get the results to the portal that they put it up to. So she came, I already seen the results, so you know, you'll see the results, and they gonna give you all these numbers, and you'll go to looking up stuff. So I looked up myself. So she sent me a message, so I'm thinking she gonna tell me exactly what I saw. They telling me what's going on. Like, this lady tell me, let me tell you what I found out first. I'm just giving you reference. I'm not, don't quote me. For example, like just say MCH. They give you a range. It says like between 4 and 8. That's normal. Well, for instance, mine's was 3.5. So I'm slightly lower than what the normal range is. And so, long story short, out of everything was tested, 2 of my things showed up low and 2 things showed up high. So I went to research what these things are, and everything is dealing with your red blood cells. Some of the things, I don't know which is which right now off the top of my head, because I'm not in front of the paper, but it's pretty much was saying, some was dealing with the red blood cells. My cells don't, it's saying it's not forming like it used to form, which I can understand, because that kind of make me think about sickle cell, and I have the trait. Okay, fine. The other one was talking about it could be a case of, if you don't have it, you could be going in that direction of anemia. Okay, but not to go and hurry up and load up on iron supplements that you need to take further testing to rule out some other stuff. So I'm thinking this is the way she's going to go once she, you know, reach out to me or whatever. Then another one was saying about, you know, to do those testings, but you really need to follow with a doctor if you are experiencing dizziness, fatigue, nauseous. It was something else. And I'm like, well, these are majority of the symptoms I'm having. So of course I'm thinking this lady go tell me, you know, we need to do that. This lady emailed me saying all of my blood work looks good, no infection. No, she said no dehydration, no concern, everything was fine. Another one of those things that was either high or low was saying when it's out of range, is because of you have either it's like a viral infection or something else. So hence, apparently I must have a viral infection, because there is a bad infection, stomach virus. Now it's a virus that's going around that makes you think it's the flu. It's the symptoms of the flu and everything, but it really have you down bad. Like, I have not been 100% myself. I could feel like I'm like, right now I feel like I'm getting better, and then later on tonight it could hit me where I'm down bad, can't do nothing. So it's just, I'm saying all this, I'm coming back to y'all to let y'all know this is where I'm at. I'm frustrated because I can't get the help that I need. And doctors quick to look at, I got MD behind my name. I know I should know better because I studied this and I studied that. You studied the textbook. You studied the textbook. You studied case studies and this and that is true. But you didn't study Tiffany case study. Everybody is different. What may look normal or maybe slightly this and that could come out to be something much greater. But just because it may be slightly for that person doesn't mean that slight little off could be major for me. But you don't want to take the time to address it for me, because I'm not Susan. You studied Susan. You saw within Susan because it was slightly lower. Susan was fine, but I'm not Susan. I'm Tiffany. How many times as parents, our children sit down and say, oh, I have a stomach ache, I have a headache. And they have stomach aches and headaches all the time when we know it's school time back, right? But you so used to them having this and giving them Tylenol or giving them something else, telling them to go lay down, everything fine. But what about the parents who've had the same notion to say, take this or go lay down. If it's still hurting in the morning, I'm going to take you to the doctor. And guess what? Come morning, that child didn't get up. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's symptoms are, you could say you have the same symptoms, but it may work different in everybody. All I'm asking is take the time to see what's going on with me. Don't dismiss me. Don't sit up here and act like because it goes on this person, that person, it's the same thing happening to me. Because that could not be the furthest from the truth. I have other things that's going on with me, whereas Susan may be a perfectly healthy person, and guess what? This little slight off don't affect her. Whereas me, I have a sickle cell trait. I have this going on. I got high blood pressure. I got da-da-da-da. I got different things going on with me. Whereas that could make all those things work together and be something greater that could be against me. But you don't want to take the time out to see. So that's where I'm at, and I just wanted to give y'all a little update what was going on. So I just feel like it's nothing but God just keep like knocking me upside my head saying, girl, you've been talking about getting on your journey for so long, eating right, doing right things, going a holistic way, and you keep slowly but surely falling back, trying to trust man, trying to trust these doctors, and you see it's not getting you nowhere. So it's like, what else now? Nobody gonna fight harder for you than you. So it's time for me to do what I gotta do for me, because apparently they just don't give a damn. And I'm sorry for saying it like that, but I'm going through this. And just to hear her say, oh, well, it's probably the blood pressure medicine making you feel like that. Why would you make me take it in the beginning? Why would you suggest, let me backpack, let me go back. Why would you suggest when I was going through all this, oh, and if you don't feel comfortable and this and that and you feeling bad, you could get off the blood pressure medicine. But you told me I had to be on it to control my blood pressure. But now you're telling me I could get off of it. The pressure, and let me tell y'all this, and I'm about to go. Tell me why I got off the blood pressure medicine way before I got sick now. Way before I got sick. And tell me why my blood pressure been lower than it ever was while I was on the medication. Like I've been telling them all before, my pressure could have been high because I was dealing with the whole foot injury and all this. Of course, if you in pain, your pressure is going to be elevated. But since I'm not on the blood pressure medicine, my pressure been lower. Not saying it's been the best, but it's been way lower than what it was when I was on it. That's food for thought right there. Let that marinate. And y'all catch up, and I'm going to get back with y'all later on. Drop some comments down below and let me know if anything like that happens to y'all. But that's where I'm at with it. So I had to let y'all know what I'm going through, where I'm at with it. Still no results, no help. no help. So, yeah. That's me. I've been talking too long, y'all. It's not that I want you here.